Hey guys, so you can see I changed my blog a little bit. I usually just like plain colors, especially white, and then I can use colors for accents. You can decide what you want to do. One thing you see there's all these like options for different text elements, but you guys can't see many of them because we don't have anything on our blog yet. So we have to make it, more complex. We have to add some things. And then after you add things, you can go back and change these and see, oh, what does this font look like? What does this color look like? Already you can see down here there's a subscribe to. I can't really see it because it's too light, so I'm probably gonna have to go back and change that. But over here, I just wanted to show you guys, remember, please pick something that is legible. If I choose something like this one, Covered by Your Grace, right here, it's a kind of small, squished. Legible typography is one of the most important things about typography. So, if the color is off or there's not enough contrast or it's a bad illegible font, you need to choose something else. So I like this because it's easy to read. You just need to make sure that you choose up here, apply to blog. Otherwise, it won't save. So when I click apply to blog, it says template applied. If you want to see what your blog actually looks like, you can go up here. It says view blog. And when I click on it, this is my blog, and this is my blog URL, mrskstutorials.blogspot.kr or .com. And if I give this to people, then they will be able to see my blog. Okay, so we're going to come back to this. This is what my blog looks like right now. This is pretty lame, so let's add a lot of stuff. I have this whole list about adding gadgets, adding pages, links, photos, formatting text, writing posts, adding labels, making comments. So let's get started. I can close this out. I can always open it back up. If you go, okay, here we go. So on this template page, I want to click back to Blogger, or you can go to blogger.com and find stuff there too. I'm back at my Mrs. K's Tutorials overview page, and there's a lot of different things. And the first thing that we want to do is we want to add some gadgets. So to do that, you go to this button right here called Layout. And then Layout is going to bring a whole nother set of kind of stuff up. This favicon thing right here, what that is view blog. Oh, see that? There's another button to view your blog right here. A favicon or favicon is up here. So this B, if you want to change that, you can. You would just do that right here. This nav bar gadget, I don't like the nav bar, so I'm going to get rid of it. In case you don't know what the nav bar is, it's this thing right up here. I don't need to search for anything. I can do new post and design other places, so I'm going to get rid of it myself. To do that, I just click edit, and then I can go to the bottom, and I can go off and choose save. So now it's not going to be there. If I want to turn it back on later, I can. The header is at the top. If you want to edit your header, you can choose edit, and there's a bunch of stuff here. So I can upload an image later, like if you want to make a logo or something like that. I can add a description, and then I can edit the placement. So you can look at that on your own, see if there's something that you want to do. And then here is where you can add gadgets. So there's a few different types of gadgets that I want you guys to have and that I don't want you to have. The first one that I don't want you to have is this About Me profile gadget. Okay, what this is over here, About Me, and when I click on my name, it kind of like gives this stuff, but I really think that this is not as good as having an About Me page. So I want you guys to delete this About Me gadget. Okay, edit. There's some things here. Just press remove. Okay. Blog archive. You should have this. Okay. This blog archive gadget will give you a list of all your old posts, and we really do need this one for me to easily go back and see what you guys have written, and for you guys to keep a clear record of what you've done. So keep this, and then go to add a gadget, and there's tons of other gadgets that you can choose, and I want you to have a few ones for sure. Don't have this profile one. Definitely have blog archive. You already have that. You probably already have a page header. You can add an image if you want, like if you get one from the internet. This one right here, I definitely want you guys to have labels. So add this labels gadget. And you guys can kind of edit some of these things. I'm going to keep the title the way that it is. Show all labels, that's fine. Alphabetically, I like it by frequency, but you guys can choose. And if you don't know what it is yet, you'll find out soon enough. So when I click save, you can see now I have a labels gadget and a blog archive. That's great. Add a gadget. When I go back down through the list, I have pages. I do want this pages gadget. We are definitely going to add a few pages, so I'm going to add it. And pages, we'll just keep it like that for now. Keep it like this for now and press save. And then I'm going to move my labels. No, I'm going to move my pages. Oh, it's already to the top. So pages, labels, blog, archive, that's good. Add a gadget. Let's see, pages, link list. If you want to put a list of links, you can do that. If you want to add some text, you can do that. If you want popular posts, you can do that. I kind of like that one. I'm not going to add it right now, though. If you want a search box for your visitors, you can add that. If you want to display how many people come to your blog, you can do that. If you, I wouldn't suggest adding a YouTube clip. Probably make you take it off if you do. You guys can kind of look through the rest of them, but I need you, okay, I have to have you have these ones. So pages, labels, and blog archive. Those are the 3 mandatory ones. Other than that, you guys can add, you know, whatever you want, whatever you think looks good, or whatever you think is interesting. It says more gadgets and add your own. You guys can look into those on your own. But remember, the purpose is a graphic design assessment blog, or graphic design practice blog. Good luck. Okay, so you guys can see I can add a gadget to my blog. We just did that. Look through those. Next thing is I can remove a gadget from my blog. I mean, that's super easy. If you guys want to remove something, you can just, if you don't like it, just click edit, and then usually there's a remove button right here. So I'm sure you guys can figure that out. The next thing says I can create a page about me. Okay, so here we go. Up here in the upper right hand corner of the layout section, it says save arrangement. You know, if you don't save your arrangement, then it's not going to save. So save your arrangement. If you want to see what it looks like, first you can press preview. So if I preview it, I mean, you don't really see anything because I don't have anything yet over here. So we have to add some more things. For now, I'm just going to go with it. I'm going to choose save arrangement. And then I'm going to go back to my overview, okay, right here. Now, then I actually switched up the order on some of these objectives, but the next thing I want to do is writing a post. Okay, so I can write a post. It's really easy. You just go to this thing that says new post. And I want you guys to write a post, and I want it to be really simple. It can just be like, hi, this is my first post. Or you can write pretty much anything you want that's reasonable. So up here, it says post title. You have to have a title for every single post that you make. It's really important. And the post title should be an overview of whatever it is. So if it's a specific assignment, like comparing typefaces or something like that, you would write comparing typeface comparison. Typeface comparison exercise or something like that. Okay, but for now, you can name it something like my first post. And then in this editor right here, you can write anything that you want, okay? Hi guys, I am the teacher, blah, 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 blah. It could literally be one sentence, okay? Here, it says I can edit a post. Right here, actually, never mind, I'll just, first of all, publish it. So you can save something, and if you save something, then it will save it, but it doesn't necessarily put it on the internet. Okay. If you go to preview right here, then you can see what your post will look like on your blog. So you can see here it says my first post, and then look here. All of a sudden I can see, okay, this text is way too light. So then I'm gonna have to go back and change that color. Hopefully you guys remember how to do that. I'm not gonna get into it right now, but yeah, it's really easy. Right here, preview, let's say it was okay, the color. Then I can go here and I can click publish. And when I click publish, then it's going to put this on the internet. So now when I click view blog, this is casetutorials.blogspot.kr, oh my gosh, I have put a post on the internet. Congratulations to me. I have my pages gadget right here. Now I have my blog archive. So it says, you know, in 2016 August, I have a post called My First Post. And if I click on it, I will go to that direct post. The next thing on your list of things to do is I can edit a post. And what I mean is like one that I had previously written, I can edit it. So it's super easy. You know, eventually you guys are going to have a list of like dozens of different posts. So here you can just go to edit or view, share, delete, but edit. You know, if you edit it, then you can edit it, right? The next thing says I can give a post labels. A label is really important. It tells what type of post it is. So over here, there's this thing called labels. Now, this really doesn't have a purpose, so I'm just going to give it the label me, or you can put about me or something like that. But eventually, you guys are going to be doing different types of projects. Maybe it's Photoshop, maybe it's Illustrator, maybe it's typography, maybe it's shapes, maybe it's vectors, maybe it's a logo, maybe it's a t-shirt. So these labels are going to put your posts into categories. When I choose done and then update, because remember I'm editing my post, and what I can do is I can go to preview. Whoa, how did I get there? I do not know. Update. Oh well, posts. If you go to posts, you can see your posts. Now if I go back here, I can actually refresh my page, and then I can see my updates. And now look, these are the different labels that I had attached to something. My labels are down here. And then what happens later is when I click on Photoshop, every single post that's labeled with Photoshop is going to appear. So I think this is really helpful for a few different reasons. You'll kind of be able to tell why as the year goes on. And then these are my 3 gadgets that I added: my pages, my labels, and my blog archive. So let me just show you guys something real quick. This is my blog, but if I want to go to blogger.com, this is what's going to come up. It's going to be like a list of all the blogs that I own. So I have 4 right now. And then if I click new blog, that's going to make a whole new blog. You don't want to do that. You want to just work with the one that you just created. So that's Mrs. K's Tutorials. And if you click on it, then you'll go to this overview page. Okay. So the next thing on our list is I can create a page about me. Now, a page is really different from a blog page or a blog post. A post goes in backwards chronological order, so pretty soon this one, August 18th, is going to be like way at the bottom of my blog, and my newest post is going to be on my front page. But a page is completely different. It stands alone by itself, and you don't add on to it. It just is there. It's called a static page. You just put information on it. So we're going to put information about ourselves on that page. That's why it's called an About Me page. I don't know if you guys know, but most, if not all, web pages have About Me pages, so that you can tell about the person, and you can tell what their mission is and why they're writing the blog, and to see if they're legit or not. So you guys are going to be making one of these. To do it, you go to not your dashboard, but your overview of your blog, and then you go to Pages. And in Pages, I have none right now, so I want to create a new page. I can also do it here, new page. This page title is going to be About Me. And I already created one. It's over here. Let's see, from an old blog. I'm just going to go to my HTML and copy it all. Whoa, what did I do? And move it over here. So this is an About Me page that I created a while ago. You can tell I styled it with a little bit of different colors and different fonts. You guys can do that with these things right here. Okay. If I need to change the font of everything, I would do it in the template. But if you just want to change a few things, like a word, like I did, you can use these editing tools up here. I think this is on the list of things. Yeah, I can format the text of a post. You guys can do that. You highlight it and then you change it up here. If you don't know how, come see me. I can include a link. I do want you guys to create a link somewhere on your About Me page. That is a requirement. So I have one here to our school. That's fine. You can create a link to a different website that you enjoy that's appropriate for school, that kind of represents you if you want, or you can just go to the YES overall school page. I want you guys to insert a photo. Now I put a photo of Mr. Kosmak and I because I'm a grown-up and I'm kind of deciding to do that. But on your page for class, I ask that you guys don't really put a photo of your face, because this is kind of public for everyone to see. In Schoology isn't, but this is. So I prefer you guys, or don't put a picture of your face. And also please don't, if you want to put your first name, that's fine, but don't put your last name. That'd be great. Other than that, you can tell about yourself so that people are interested in reading your blog. Feel free to be creative. I'm looking forward to reading them and learning more about you guys. And once you are done adding some text about you, adding a link, adding a picture, and formatting the text to your wishes. You can choose preview to see what it would look like. So this is what mine looks like. It is a really bad color. I have to go back and change that. I am not going to change it here. I'm going to change it somewhere else. I'll show you that in a minute, I think. But other than that, to me, this looks good. So I'm going to go ahead and choose publish. And now when I go to my blog over here, oh, that's still the preview. When I go to my blog over here and I press Command R, okay, now over here I can see pages, but you can tell like there's no way for me to see my About Me page that I just created. Okay, and I really want to see my About Me page. You know, where is it? So this is how you make it appear, and that is right here. I can create a list of pages, make your About and Home pages appear. So this is what you need to do. You can edit your layout or your gadgets right from your blog if you're logged in with this thing right here, this edit little tools. So when I click edit, I can edit this page's specific gadget. Look, right here. But I'm going to show you guys from here. So if you go to the layout part, it brings up the same thing. And then my gadget is right here, pages, pages gadget. I can choose edit. And then note here, only home is selected. But I want my About Me page to also be selected. So I'm going to choose About Me. And then I can change the order if I want, but I'm not going to. And I'm going to click Save. And then after I save my gadget, I'm going to save my arrangement as well. So save arrangement. And then I want to see what it looks like. I'm going to go to View Blog. And now I can see Home and About Me. Now when I click the About Me page, this comes up. And this is what I just showed you guys how to do. If you notice something that you don't like in your blog, for example, this shadow around it, okay, or I really don't like how this isn't centered, I can help you fix that. But you have to use a little bit of code. So if you want any help with some specific editing, come see me and I can maybe help you figure out some code to add to your blog to, edit it a little bit more. But just real quick to finish up, let me go over how you can change a few things. Just for a reminder, if you go back to blogger.com, you can get to this overview page, and to change, remember most of the changes, like cosmetically, changing fonts and such, are under template. And then you can go to customize right here, and there's a lot of different things that you can change. If you guys want to add any code to your blog, it will always be under advanced, and then down at the bottom add CSS. So I added a little bit of code and it's going to make this centered. Here on my layout, I can change that if I want, but I like mine, I can adjust my widths, if now you decided that you want to change yours so it's a little bit different, that's fine there. And then remember, my text here is white. I don't want that, or it's gray, so I need to change all of my text so that it is legible. And I actually don't know where that is. Let's see, images, accents. Where is it? Page text. There you go. So you can see here it's gray, and I'm going to change it to black because it's easiest to read. So you guys can mess around, make your blog look the way that you want. And when you are finished, you can just choose Apply to Blog, and you can choose View Blog. And then this right here, URL, I want you to upload it in a comment to Schoology so that everybody can see your blog and I can assess it. Thanks, guys.